Welcome to Company of Heroes. Company of Heroes is a real-time strategy game that focuses on frontline combat, capturing key strategic points and leading your company to victory. Welcome to Basic Training. This training exercise will cover unit selection, camera control, and basic orders. During the game, you will receive objectives to complete. Here's an example. You can see your objectives listed on the left side of the screen. Moving your mouse cursor over the objective icon reveals its description. Try this now and move your mouse cursor over the objective icon. Good. If the objective is off screen, an arrow will point to it. For training purposes, the description and direction arrow will remain on screen. Good. Now we will cover how to select units. This is a rifleman squad, the basic infantry unit. Note the rifleman icon and the squad's health bar above the unit. In Company of Heroes, you issue orders to squads, not individual soldiers. A squad needs to be selected before you can give them orders. Left-click on the rifleman squad to select it.
Listen up, Rifle Squad.
Good. You can see they're selected by the circle on the ground around them. All selected squads are shown on the selection panel in the middle of the taskbar. You can access the squad's abilities from the command panel on the right. The mini-map is shown on the left side of the taskbar. It displays an overview of the entire battlefield. To get more information about anything on the taskbar, move your mouse over it. This will display additional information in the help text. Here's an engineer squad. You can select several squads at the same time by holding the left mouse button and dragging a selection box over both of the squads.
Engineers reporting.
Excellent. You can see both squads in the selection panel of the taskbar. You can cycle through each squad in your selection by pressing Tab. Good. You can now give orders to this individual squad and use their special abilities in the command panel. Left-click on the Group Select icon to return. Good. Our engineers are being deployed elsewhere. We will now cover unit movement. All basic orders in the Company of Heroes are to issue a move order to your rifleman squad. Right-click on the indicated location.
On my ass.
In order to move units outside the immediate viewable area, you will need to pan the camera. Moving your mouse cursor to the edge of the screen pans the camera in that direction. Try this now and pan the camera to the left. Good. Now follow the objective arrow and pan the camera until you see the road intersection. Excellent. Now, order the squad to move here by right-clicking on...
Stay there.
Good. Good. Now you get the basic idea. Left-click to select units, right-click to issue basic orders. In Company of Heroes, you can rotate the camera to see more of the battlefield. To do this, hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and move the mouse to rotate and tilt your camera view. Try this now. That's it. To return the camera to its default position, press the back. Excellent. You can also zoom in and zoom out. Fantastic. Company of Heroes is best played from the default camera position. Let's move on out. Issue a move order to the indicated position up the road. To do this, right-click on the indicated. Notice that as your squad moves, they reveal more of the surrounding landscape. This is the fog of war. Your units can only see what is immediately around them. Well done. Your squad is in position. An event queue has appeared on the left of the screen to let you know that enemies have been spotted. Click on the event queue or press the spacebar. An Axis patrol is moving in and trying to capture our strategic point. Notice that enemy units are shown in red. Your units are shown in blue. Right-click on the enemy troops to attack them.
Weapons ready. Attack when ready.
Notice your mouse changes to an attack cursor as you mouse over the enemy squads. Enemy unit down.
Give us frickin' hell!
Good job. Now, let's get that strategic point back. Right-click on the strategic point. Notice your mouse changes to a capture cursor when you mouse over a strategic point.
Point is
Excellent.
ours!
This concludes basic training. You've earned your stripes. You have learned how to select units, move the camera, and how to use the right mouse button to issue basic commands. Click Continue to return to base. Welcome to Infantry Combat Training. We'll be commanding an airborne infantry squad and learning how to use cover, flank the enemy, and use abilities. So far, we've issued commands with the right mouse button. However, using abilities from the taskbar is done with the left mouse button. Left-click on the flashing button, then left-click on the indicated position to deploy your paratroopers. Roger. Paradrop proceeding as ordered. Your squad is parachuting in now. In Company of Heroes, using abilities is always done with the left mouse button. These guys are airborne infantry, elite paratroopers that can be airdropped anywhere on the battlefield. The red shield displayed next to the squad's icon indicates the squad is exposed. Exposed squads are especially vulnerable to enemy fire. Let's order the paratroopers into better. Select your paratrooper squad.
Airborne's ready to go.
Right-click near the indicated objects.
Come on.
The yellow dots on the ground show areas of light cover. Light cover offers limited protection from enemy fire. Good. The yellow shield icon over your squad shows they are in light cover. Let's move again. Right-click near the stone wall to move the paratroopers. The green dots represent areas of heavy cover. Good. As you can see, the shield is now green. Your squad is now in heavy cover. Time to move into enemy territory. Let's use the Attack Move ability. Remember, targeted abilities like Attack Move are confirmed with a left click. Left-click on the Attack Move button in the taskbar. Then, squads using Attack Move will automatically attack the enemy and then continue to their destination. Enemy sighted. Good. Enemy patrol destroyed. Mortars, incoming. A Kraut mortar team has been spotted near the chapel. Attack the mortar squad by right-clicking on them.
Taking fire!
As you've seen, your squads will automatically use cover when attacking. Good work. Notice your squad was promoted to veteran status. There are 3 ranks of veterancy in Company of Heroes. All units gain veterancy the longer they are in combat, making them more effective. Recon shows the enemy has set up a heavy machine gun team to cover the road. We need to take it out. Attack the heavy machine gun team by right-clicking on it.
Come on, we're repositioning.
Your squad is taking enfilade fire from that MG. This is the MG's arc of fire. We need to stay out of this area. Order your... Excellent. Let's throw a grenade to destroy the machine gun team. Left-click on the flashing grenade icon in the taskbar, and then left-click on the... Using abilities like grenades costs resources. The machine gun team is out of action. Now, let's take over that MG-42. Time for a little payback. Capture the heavy machine gun by right-clicking on it. Excellent. You now control 2 squads, a heavy machine gun team and a paratrooper squad. Now, let's redeploy the heavy machine gun to cover the road using the Set Facing command. Select your heavy machine gun team. Hold down the right mouse button over the MG team and drag the mouse in the direction of the arrow. Release the button to order the heavy machine gun team to face in that direction. You can issue a Set Facing command to all squads and vehicles in Company of Heroes. Incoming enemy patrol. Notice that your squads automatically attack nearby enemies.
We got company! Enemy troops right fucking there!
Enemy patrol destroyed. More paratroopers are inbound to our position. Before our final objective, we need to capture the nearby strategic point to extend our front lines. Select the new paratrooper squad. Right-click on the nearby strategic point to capture it.
Point captured!
Good. This sector is now under our control. Time to upgrade your squad. Upgrade your paratroopers by left-clicking on the flashing recoilless rifle icon.
Yes, sir.
Recoilless rifles are heavy anti-tank weapons that are effective against vehicles and structures. Excellent. Notice the upgrade icon above the health bar on the squad indicator. Time to attack the enemy and clear out the area. Order your squads to destroy the enemy machine gun team defending this farm using what you've learned so far. Remember, use cover and grenades. Good luck.
Squad ready to go. Go!
Weapons team ready! Dunlop, get that weapon loaded. Get those boots working, boys.
Eyes on me, infantry. Listen up, airborne.
Grab those belts, Private.
Airborne, yes, sir. Airborne ready. Move it, airborne. Move out,
Fire,
airborne.
fuck,
fire!
Dunlop, get that
Going
weapon
for a
loaded.
walk.
Engine squad is on fire!
Drop your sticks and move the fuck out. MG, move! Can't get anything to move.
Check your ammo.
Enemy, well done.
Way to go, Army!
During infantry training, you learned how to use cover, flank enemy positions, upgrade your squads, and infantry training complete. Welcome to Base Operations Training. During this exercise, we will cover base construction, how to capture territory, and how to build defenses. Our headquarters is located in this farmhouse. The HQ is your most crucial structure. With it, you call in reinforcements and... First, let's deploy an engineer squad. To do this requires As you can see on your taskbar, you have no resources. For training purposes, we'll give you enough resources to get started, but normally you earn There are 3 types of resources in Company of Heroes: manpower, munitions, and fuel. Manpower is your primary resource. You spend manpower to deploy squads and vehicles. To deploy, left-click on the flashing button in the command panel. Engineers are your basic construction squad. They can build defenses and base structures. Your engineers are ready for duty. Let's begin construction of a barracks. First, select your left-click the flashing button to build a barracks. Left-click the flashing button, and then base structures can only be built near the HQ and on open ground. If the build preview turns red, you cannot build at that location.
Barracks complete,
Good.
as ordered.
The barracks allows you to deploy basic infantry troops to the battlefield and upgrade your squads. Time to call in a rifleman squad. Select your barracks. Now, click again. Notice that you have spent manpower to deploy the rifleman squad. The rifleman squad is now displayed in the build queue. You can cancel any item in the queue by left-clicking on it. Rally points can be set by using the rally point icon, and then newly deployed squads will automatically move to that location. You've spent all of your resources. We'll now show you. Remember, there are 3 types of resources in Company of Heroes: manpower, munitions, and fuel. Let's start with manpower. A constant stream of manpower is the first number in the highlighted area. The second number shows how much manpower you are earning per minute. Munitions is the second resource. You spend a constant stream of munitions. Fuel is the final resource and is spent to deploy a constant stream. The mini-map shows the location of all resource points. To get a more detailed view of the battlefield, click on the flashing button to bring up the tactical map. This is the tactical map. The battlefield is divided up into a number of territory sectors. Right-click on the munitions point to capture it. Right-click on the munitions point to capture it. Good. You've captured the point, and now you can, as you can see, however, bring up the tactical map to get a better understanding. The munitions sector you've just captured is here. As you can see, it's not connected to your HQ sector here. This means it is out of supply. Out of supply territories do not generate any resources. To bring the munitions sector into supply, you need to capture this connecting sector. Double-click on the strategic point symbol to zoom in on that location. Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point.
Keep fucking coming!
Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point. Enemy unit. Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point. Excellent. Strategic points. The munitions sector is now in supply and generating a constant stream of resources. The resources a sector generates is indicated on its icon. Now, we need to secure the munitions sector to increase your munitions intake and make it harder. Now click on the flashing Field Defenses button on the command panel. Left-click on the Observation Post button, and then left-click on the munitions point.
Okay, men, you've got your orders.
Construction
Now that the
detail.
observation post is complete, more importantly, this area. Select your engineer squad. Select your engineer squad. Click on the flashing Field Emplacements button to access your defensive build. Left-click on the MG Emplacement button, and then, finally, set the facing of the MG emplacement to cover the northern approach. Left.
Building detail, let's get it done.
We're done building here.
Excellent. Enemy incoming. The MG emplacement will automatically engage. Fantastic. The MG emplacement is suppressing the enemy troops. They're retreating. However, the Germans know we're here now, and they'll be back with more troops. We need to fortify our position. In Company of Heroes, you can garrison local buildings which provide. Order the engineers to garrison the nearby building by right-clicking on it.
All up in there.
Good. Buildings can also be upgraded into a forward barracks, allowing you to deploy troops closer to the front. Select the local building. Left-click on the flash. Only buildings in supplied sectors can be upgraded into a forward barracks. Now you can deploy infantry squads from this. Now deploy a rifleman squad from your.
Rifle
Excellent.
squad, ready for action.
Select your rifle. Use the rifleman squad to capture the indicated strategic point.
Move on, men. Tactical spacing.
Oh, we'll take it all right.
You have deselected your squad. Left-click on your rifleman squad to select it.
Listen up.
Use the rifleman squad to capture the indicated strategic point.
Rifle squad has the objective. Move it. Watch your space. Looks like we fight today.
Rifle squad is being engaged!
Rifle squad, here!
The flashing yellow indicators above your squad shows that they are being suppressed. While suppressed, your squads will dive to the ground and crawl to avoid being hit.
Oh, God damn it! Spread out, men, and stay alive! On your head!
The flashing red indicator shows your squad is now pinned. Pinned units are ineffective and will take heavy casualties unless you retreat. Left-click the flashing retreat button. Retreat will break any suppression or pinning effects on your squads and give them a defensive bonus. Your squad is safe now, but they took some casualties. You can select your rifleman squad. Click the flashing button to reinforce your squad back up to full strength. We'll have them back to full strength in no time.
We're back at full fight.
Squads can only reinforce if they are near a base structure, a forward barracks, or a half-track. Notice you have earned experience. You gain experience by capturing territory, building structures, and fighting the enemy. Once you've gained enough experience, you're rewarded with you can use command points to unlock special abilities. To do this, left-click on the flashing. There are 3 companies you can choose: Infantry, Airborne, and Armor. Each has its own special abilities and unique units. For training, we'll choose the Infantry Company. Click on the Infantry Company icon to select it. Then, click. Here are the special abilities available to you as an Infantry Company commander. The Defensive Operations ability allows your riflemen to build defenses. Click on the Defensive Operations button. Then, click the Accept button to confirm. The Germans will be counterattacking. We need to defend this area with sandbags. Select your rifleman's squad. Left-click on the Build Field Defenses menu and select the left-click at the... Now drag the mouse to the final location and left-click. Good. Your riflemen are now building the wall section by section. Sandbags provide heavy cover. You can move infantry behind this wall to give them cover against incoming fire.
And that's the ball game. Construction finished.
Looks like we fight today. It's as good as done.
Damn it! We're taking fire here!
Earn more command points. Left-click on the Company Commander button to purchase another ability. Left-click on the flashing button to unlock a devastating artillery strike. Then, left-click Accept. Use the artillery strike ability to defeat the German attack. Okay, take cover.
Position taking fire!
Enemy unit down.
Enemy unit destroyed! Way to go, Army!
Stand down. Section is clear. Well done. During training, we covered how to establish your base, call in additional troops, capture territory, defend your front lines, and use company commander abilities to defeat the enemy. This completes base operations.